Hello and welcome to review to Kamen Rider Joker SH Figuarts. Tamashii Festival exclusive in 2010. SH Figuarts' new standard figure series incorporates the bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. The box is kinda different to the its sibling figure, the Cyclone figure. The Cyclone figure is green all over, whereas this has like a little cross going over all of it in the middle. But the similarities is the picture of the figure is sort of printed in this sort of neon glow style. Same with the Cyclone box. In fact, you can put a picture up here on this video. Kamen Rider double forever Gaia Memories of Fate logo in the corner, because this version first appeared in the movie. Even though he does appear in the series, he first appeared in the movie, so it's got the movie logo on there. Kamen Rider Joker. Doesn't say Mask Rider because reasons something. Joker, Gaia Memory logo, J letter in the back. On these other different logos, white logo right there. Joker posing. Now this is very similar to the green box of Cyclone, the pose thing going on. And not too much detail going on in this box because people going to these festivals, they know what Kamen Rider is, they know who Kamen Rider Joker is pretty much. And again, not too much on the top. I'm gonna sort of stuck a sticker there and peel that off at some point. Yep, ages 15 and up, outfit box and such. So let's open the box up. Well, I already did, but let's do that again for the video. Supposedly this is new, but it's clear that this has been opened before. So it's one of those, a lot of Hong Kong sellers, collectors do that. They always, when you buy a figure, you always open the box to check, what's inside, and if there's any missing parts and whatnot. Because if you leave the store, you don't check it, that's that for you. Instruction manual. Not too much on this manual. Something about the stage and different hands you can use. If you want to take a close look at this, you can head over to the Facebook link below. I'll also upload these photos of this figure to Flickr as well, so pick your poison. Stage act. This is brand new, it's still sealed, right there. So let's zoom in on the stage act. Sort of annoying that the Cyclone one didn't get a stage act, so you could have like Joker and Cyclone together. But yeah, this one's kind of cool, I guess. It's got the Joker logo. It's transparent black. Not too special, but it's good that it's there. The reason why I say it's probably been open is because look at this, the tray's been mangled up. Also, this box is really thick for this. Anyway, yeah, the rest of the parts, this is kind of different. Usually you get the tray and it's just all in a little bag and taped onto the back of the stage. You just tape to the back along with the arms and the little bits that connect the stage. But this time there's a little bag taped to the back, so let's get that off completely. Okay, so they really take this quite a lot. This one actually requires a bit more assembly than the rest. You see there. It's slightly different to the. If you see my other reviews, you know the stage act, the way they come is slightly different. So yeah. And the other bits is there's an actual little pocket space at the bottom of the tray that holds the connection joints. So let's zoom out, pull up in the box, try not to make everything fall out. There we go. And then the fans have all flickered about in the box. So yeah. So apart from the fist hands you get on the figure, you also get another 3 pairs of posable hands, posing, holding memories, spray up hands, and pointing, counter your crime hands. Of course, there's this Joker, so no scarf on the back because that's on the Cyclone side, so no scarf accessory. There's So pretty much the accessories is just that, those hands and the stage. So time to move on to articulation. Get the still. Kamen Rider Joker is pretty much just a repaint of every single Kamen Rider Joker figure. So if you've seen any of my reviews on any of the Kamen Rider Joker figures, you can probably skip ahead. But anyway, double neck joint, there's a ball joint at the top, ball joint at the bottom. Gives you look that far down, that far up, that far sideways, that far sideways, full 360 degree spin. But the neck doesn't spin all the way, which is good. Stops in place. Horns are very sharp, very pointy, also very brittle, so be careful with these horns. Be very careful with every single Kamen Rider double SH Figuart horns, because they will break if you're not careful. So major complaint for me is why they didn't use a softer rubber material, but whatever. These shoulder bits come up on a hinge on the arm. The arm has a full 360 degrees turn here. Double elbow joint. It's a double elbow joint. Fist is on a little ball joint. That's on the peg on the swivel. Full 360 degree turn. Shoulder can go up, down, full 360 degree turn. And it's a little ball thing that is connected to, so you can do the little like shoulder jiggle. Torso, one joint, two joints. You can go that far down. Well, you can't really go down at all. You can go quite far back though. Like, whoa! Okay. There's actually another joint at the bottom of the hip, so he can turn. Well, the belt sort of stops him turning, but he can turn a little bit. I swear the other double figures can turn a bit more than him, but whatever. Guess that's not gonna do. Double driver and maximum drive slot are glued in place, which is good. Oh, no, arm's really stiff. Legs are the classic SH Figuart joints where they look like they're dislocated, which works really well for the double figure because when there's the rider kick, that leg comes down a little bit. This leg is really loose. Probably need some blue tack or something. Rotation down the leg. Down, up, go up, back, and opens a little bit. So, rider kick and stuff. Double knee joint. Oh god, I nearly flicked the horn. Crap, I'm telling you to be careful, I nearly broke the thing. Feet are die cast, of course. It's double figure, so all of them are die cast. Sideways. And tippy toes. Yeah. Kamen Rider Double, Kamen Rider Joker SH Figuarts is pretty much, like I said, just a recoloring, repaint of every single other double figure with slight, differences. Like, for example, there's no hole in the back for, say, the metal shaft or the scarf on the cyclone side, or there's no peg anywhere for the gun to go on the chest, like the trigger side. But apart from that, it's pretty much identical to all the other molds. The plastic is the same. The best thing about this figure is with the black sort of arm joints, it fits with the figure even though they're shiny black, which is slightly annoying because the entire suit is sort of a matte black design. Molding wise, this figure is pretty much just fine. If you know any of the other double figures, you know what to expect here. The molding works, although I do have to say mine, apart from the horns, do mind the little flaps on the top of the leg that might hit against the plastic on the hip, for example, scratching against the butt. This is a huge case of annoyance with the Cyclone figure because the metallic green can peel off because it is a paint on top of a piece of plastic. So rubbing the edges too much of the top of the leg can be slightly worrying and can damage the figure. But here it's okay because the black matte finish is part of the plastic and it's not a paint overcoat on the plastic. So rubbing it, well, no matter how much you scratch the figure, he's still going to look matte black and gorgeous. Paint wise, this figure is pretty much spot on. He looks great. Kamen Rider Joker is a pretty awesome design. and as a double fan, I had to get it. And some of you might be thinking, well, is this worth the price? Well, accessory wise, this figure is really boring and lacking. If not for the stage, he has even less accessories than the actual Slycone Joker combo figure, which is pretty cheap out there because it's regularly available. It was reissued very quickly because Double was a big hit. And so there's a lot of Slycone Jokers all over the place. In fact, if you're good at painting, you probably just repaint a Slycone Joker figure. Because this figure is actually quite expensive. For what it is, originally the price was still higher than the Slycone Joker figure. With the aftermarket, as with all Tamashii exclusives and festival exclusives, you know they're going to be deadly high. Current market prices for Kamen Rider Joker completed anyway, even secondhand, is outrageously bad and terrible, and for what you get, unless you're a hardcore double fan and you must have every single double figure, I cannot recommend this to you because, like I said, it's really expensive. Even I wasn't going to pick this figure up for the price, but I went on an auction site in Hong Kong, auction.yahoo.com HK, and I managed to get this figure for the same price as most SH Figuarts. I got this for 280 Hong Kong dollars, whereas in the aftermarket, people are selling this figure for 450 up to 650 in Hong Kong. So you can imagine the eBay prices will be even higher than that. And that is just ridiculous. For one figure, I could get 3 different figures for better quality. For example, I can get 3 different Kamen Rider Abyss figures. I can get an Abyss figure, a Blade figure, and a normal Slycone Joker if I wanted to, and those figures are way more worth the money than this figure on its own. Kamen Rider Joker is awesome, of course, as a character. The suit is pretty awesome, but as just a repainted figure, I mean, let's be honest here, no matter how awesome this character or this toy looks, at the end of the day, he is just a repaint, and he doesn't come with anything new or anything special. So, I guess aftermarket sellers, count up your crimes for the outrageous prices for a figure that really doesn't deserve it. Whew. So yeah, that's my review of this figure. I like it because I got it for a cheaper price. I think it's pretty awesome. If you can pick up this figure for a reasonable price, by all means go ahead. It is a very beautiful figure. But if you see my previous Kamen Rider Double Figuarts reviews, you know I have big major complaints about the Guy memory issue. Gokaiger has his Ranger keys, Decade and Ryuki Brothers have their cards. How come I don't have miniature Guy memories that can go in and out of the belt? How come I don't have an alternate belt that shows it without the Guy memory? How come I don't have an alternate maximum drive slot that shows it with the memory? Too bad, because they're being cheapskates here. Damn you, Bandai, this figure could have been 100% perfect, but no, you're gonna mess up. Molding injection, last note, is at the back of the upper arm and the upper legs. There are slight little niggles with where the plastic is injected into the mold, but just like any other figure in the double line, they're sort of there, but they're not too big of an issue. Yeah, I like this figure. So subscribe, suggest, and comment below. Check out the photos on Facebook. You can probably see some of those photos on this video area because I put them in here, but if you want to download them in high resolution, you can go on to DeviantArt or Facebook. I don't upload all the photos to DeviantArt, but if there's a certain picture that you really like that I didn't upload to DeviantArt but it's on Facebook, feel free to ask me on Facebook for that photo in DeviantArt and I'll happily upload it for you to get a high-def version of it. So subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course most importantly, have a nice day. Bye.